Hi guys, welcome to day 8 of 31 Days of Gratitude with Maggie. And today I would like to give gratitude and celebrate the butterfly effect and how it has manifested in my family history. For those who are not familiar with the butterfly effect, this is basically the concept that the world is so interconnected that something as delicate as the flap of a butterfly's wings could essentially result in a typhoon or a tsunami elsewhere in the world. Now, how this phenomenon shows up in my life can be explained by the story of my great-grandfather. So my great-grandfather was a teacher during German and British colonial rule in Tanganyika, and being a teacher, this meant that he was passionate about education and he was really concerned about his children's well-being. Now, my grandmother happened to be one of my great-grandfather's more curious children. I'm actually named after her. She was extremely headstrong as well. And back in the day, there was a limit to education, especially for girls. When my grandmother reached the limit, or the regular limit for girls, she went up to my grandfather and she told him that she would like to continue her studies. My great-grandfather, in a bid to secure his daughter's future, went up to colonial officials to plead her case. In a heated argument over my grandmother's education, he actually ended up cussing out a British colonial official. This act of defiance could have effectively landed my great-grandfather in a lot of trouble, but through recognizing the passion that my grandfather had for his child's welfare, the colonial official proceeded to actually secure a spot for my grandmother to further her studies and effectively become a teacher. And education to her was very precious because of the kind of sacrifice that her father was willing to make. She instilled the same passion and drive into my father and his siblings. My grandmother required every single child of hers to study more than her. This propelled my father and his siblings to excel in their studies. My father studied medicine in Bulgaria, and this is how he met my mother, through the scholarship that he was awarded. And I would say I credit all this to the butterfly effect that began with the act of defiance that my great-grandfather was brave enough to make. So today's episode is really about being unapologetically bold, breaking glass ceilings, and defying all odds in pursuit of what you believe in. Even if there are many obstacles ahead of you, just take that first defiant step. So identify the colonial official in your life, the roadblock in your life, the glass ceiling in your life, and proceed to shatter it to pieces. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope to see you again tomorrow.